Hello there, Goony124 here. We're going to do some playtesting today. I got this screensaver up instead of the actual game. It's because I want to show you guys what I'm going to do in Jira today before I actually play the game. And this also helps with the black screen stuff whenever I would go between apps. So let's look at Jira first. And instead of a Kanban, I am using the actual bug reporting project instead. Because I thought, you know, Kanbans can be used for bugs, but like bug reporting, but I just thought this would make more sense using the actual, you know, bug-related project. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. You can do the priority of the bug, you can do deadlines with it, which is pretty cool. So I'll be using this whenever there's a bug in the game, so yeah. So let's actually run the game, which is called The Legend of Kronos. And obviously, when I said that, you would obviously think, because it's called The Legend of Kronos, it obviously must be tied to The Legend of Zelda. And that is correct, because the game's mechanics, and obviously you can see the pixel art of this game, that is like classic Legend of Zelda. And yes, just want to make sure the game is being captured right now. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Sorry for the sound cut, but just wanted to make sure. And you can see I've already played the game a few times. And I'm going to talk about the story now, and well, the developers already told me it. The game doesn't actually tell you the story, and I think the developer might do that in the future, obviously, because the developer's already talking about tutorial. There's a lot of things the developers already told me about they're already going to do. They've like sent me so many messages about it. It's like they sent me a literature about what they're going to do with the game. So I'm like, okay, I've got to think about things that the developer has not already said that the developer needs feedback for. So let's talk about the story. What the developers told me is, in this game, it is a dungeon crawler, but you're not just some guy dungeon crawling, not like Link. You are actually in the same kind of class as Greek gods. You are Kronos, who is in the kind of category of a titan. And a titan compared to a Greek god, let's do some Greek god stuff right now. Titans and Greek gods, the similarity is they technically are both gods, but the difference is most of Titans are actually the parents of Greek gods. And usually in a lot of media, Titans are always really, like, their height is so much more than the Greek god in media. And Titans tend to be like the gods of more broader stuff, like Kronos, time, you know, Gaia, who is Earth, stuff like that. Anything tied to Earth, Gaia, Kronos, anything tied to time, etc, 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 etc. So that's basically Greek gods and Titans. So, what's the actual plot of this? Well, I was mentioning you're not just some guy doing some dungeon crawling, but why are you doing it? The reason why is it's training. Training because you want to do a bit of a versus with Uranus, who is also another Titan. But your relationship between them is he is your dad. So this is a bit of patricide, isn't it? Really? So, yeah. This game is literally just patricide. Well, Kronos is known for being and doing stuff like that. Like, Kronos literally is a cannibal. If you know that story about Kronos' relation with the Greek gods. So, let's play this game and I'll talk about things I like about it and things I don't like about it. But let's start playing it. First thing I liked about this game is the music. The music is really good, and I've asked the developer who was this music composed by, and it turns out it was someone the developer knows, so that is good. That's good, that's good, that's good. I didn't want it to be royalty free or music they just found online, or copyright music, which is even worse, but it's really good sounding music. I really like it. and it fits with the game. It's a pixelated kind of Legend of Zelda-like game. The music fits very well. And the sprite work is alright. I do like the sprite work. It's pretty decent. But there are a few sprite work things that I'm not too keen on. Is first time I saw the player character, I wasn't exactly sure what they're actually wearing. I think it's because it's very low resolution pixel art, but it's just the colour of their hat, or is that their hair? What is that? It just looks a bit weird to me. Like, I definitely think that the player design needs maybe a little bit more improvement, in my opinion. But overall, the sprite work isn't too bad for an. This game is. It's still in development, and it's like alpha, pre-alpha. It's like really early, so. But yeah, let's talk about some more stuff. So, what do I think about the UI? The UI looks really nice, and you can see they've got a menu up there. They've got a menu showing all the different kind of rooms the game has, although it is the overworld. It's got all these different areas, and the different colours mean different things. Like, purple means dungeons. Golden means this golden kind of switch thing. I don't know what that does, really. And blue is for places that have shops, I think. No? That's blue, but it didn't have a shop. I don't know, what does blue mean? I can't remember. It doesn't. I don't know if it tells you what blue means, but I assumed it was shops. Anyway, another thing you might notice when we might play another playthrough of this game has random generation. And it's obviously stuff in the level. As you can see, these trees here, they wouldn't be in the same place if we did a different playthrough, or the dungeon on the map won't be in the same place if we played it again. And I like that. I like games that do that because, you know, I don't like it if a game always has the same progression of the same level, you know what I mean? Because if we have, you know, random generation, it means I can, although it may use the same assets, it's going to be, you know, different to what it was if it was just the same game. That's weird, I spawned on the water. Okay, that's weird. But you know what I mean. And I say that they should do it a bit more. They should do a lot more, the developers should. Like, take inspiration from a game like Binding of Isaac, which is very similar to Zelda, by the way. I haven't actually played the classic Legend of Zelda, but Binding of Isaac is a game that is very similar to it. And it does random generation very well, Binding of Isaac. I'm not just talking about the actual, I'm not just talking about the map, but I'm also talking about the game's items as well. Like, for example, in Binding of Isaac, I can be on the basement level, but I could get one run, I can get health, while on another run, I could get like stuff like Ipecac or things that help my projectiles, you know what I mean? Change stuff about my projectiles. That's what I liked about that game so much. Like, it's not just the, you know, it's not just the map, it's also the items as well. And I hope this game does a similar thing. Because I've noticed the shops do sell stuff like improvements, but I liked it so much when the game gave you stuff like a bow and arrow. And you could like get the bow and arrow on one level or on a different one. You know what I mean? But this game seems to be more like progression in the sense you will get money and you would... So it doesn't have to go that route, but I just like to compare it to other games I've played that are similar. But yeah, I really do like the random generation in this game. So, what else should I talk about in the game? Oh yeah, the game also has spells in it. And the developer literally sent me an entire list of all the spells they're going to add to the game. Like, it's a really nice game, but the developer just sent me so much, like, literature regarding the game. Okay, what button was the... here we go. So this is a spell. We can then add this to slot 1. Oh yeah, there we go. In the bottom right corner, it tells me all the stats. So this game seems to be more like, you know, just stat improvement and stuff like that in the shops. But I do hope in the future that you do get stuff like random weapons in the shops, which would be really nice. Like how I was talking about Binding of Isaac, where you could get like Ipecac, or you could get the ability to like have shotgun tiers and stuff like that. That's weird. Okay, that was weird. I thought it was a bit weird that the slime, basically, their pixels were going past the actual boundary of the screen. I don't know if that's really a bug or that's just... I don't know. Yeah, combat. Combat's decent. It's okay. There is one thing I'm not too keen on, is there are some enemies that I don't like. It's especially the guys that shoot stuff, the projectile guys. And the main issue with them is the fact that they can shoot their projectiles incredibly soon. They basically shoot the projectiles as soon as they see you, which can be really annoying because it means if you're about to kill one of them and they turned around immediately on the last hit, they could hit you as well, despite dying like a millisecond afterwards. And the thing is, I've noticed when you actually walk past them, I'll actually show you guys in a bit, but if you walk past them, like if you're nowhere near them and you're in there, you know, like they must be using raycasting or using some kind of collision boundary, so they can see you through walls technically, because as long as I'm aligned with them, they're going to shoot something, which is... it's cool if you want them to be able to destroy boxes and stuff, but I think it's a bit weird that they can shoot me if I was behind this tree, you know what I mean? But yeah, another bug I was going to talk about is... okay, is it visible here? Yeah, it is visible here. You see how the... I might go to a corner. Yeah, I'll go to a corner to show it a bit more visible, but there is a glitch or a problem where the player's sprite layer is lower than the actual water, but it's more visible when you're near the ocean. So I'm trying to find an ocean part. Let's show you what I was on about with these guys. Okay. Alright, let's see. Turn around. Alright, I'll try and show you him shooting. You see that? They shot something. Immediately, I walked into the line of sight, even when I was behind something. I wanted to look in my direction just so we can see it. See? Almost instantly. They should have, like, cues, you know what I mean? Like, they should make a noise or have a little animation before they throw the projectile at me. Yeah, this is a glitch, spawning in the water. But yeah, those guys should definitely, you know, they should do a cue before they throw projectiles at you, because that is really annoying if you can get insta-killed while you killing it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that water glitch, I need to record that. One sec, guys. The music might turn off for a split second, but I'm gonna do what developers do. So, where is it? Turn that off for a sec. Here we go. So let's just write that bug. So, create player can spawn on water. which is a basic summary of it. So yeah, player can spawn on water. So that would be priority. I'd say that would be medium-ish, because it does affect the collision of the player, because they can't move left and right, and player can't move left and right when in water. So that's obviously a problem. And what kind of bug we're going to call it? Will it be a trivial bug? It's not, well... Would it be trivial? Yeah, I'll say trivial. Like, it hasn't actually, like... I haven't been soft-locked by it, have I? Or it's not really that big of a problem, so yeah, I'd put trivial. Okay. Yeah, let's create that bug report thing. Here we go. Refresh. There we go. And that's how you do it. I'm just going to leave it medium, because I feel like it does need to be fixed, but it is trivial. I'd say it is trivial. Because, yeah, to do. Alright, let's go back to the game. Need to open up OBS for a sec. And back to the game. Okay. So we're back in the game, and... Alright, what next am I going to talk about? Oh yeah, boss battles. I'm going to talk about the boss battle once I've actually done one. The boss battles are pretty good. Oh, I just got pushed into the next area. Alright, let's do this boss battle. Oh, that's blocked off. Alright, I have to go the other way. Yeah, I hope the random generation doesn't do it so it can create walls between stuff like the dungeon and stuff. I hope that does not happen. Because that's one thing I worry about if I do get a random generation where... Okay, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright. I can actually get into the boss. Good. Yeah, this is the slime boss. And it's just a summoner style boss, so it's not that much of a big deal. And the good thing is it drops a heart when you kill it. Which is really good, because that is challenge and reward right there. And that's a really good thing for a game to have. That I defeat a boss, which is a challenge, and then I get a reward, which is some extra permanent health. That is a very good mechanic. I applaud the developer for that. And this is what I'm on about. You see how the water is a higher layer than the player is, meaning it should be the opposite way around, really. Because I don't think the player, you know, should be going into the water. Underneath it, you know what I mean? Because that's supposed to be scenery. But even the sword is, yeah, more visible with the sword. Unless that's supposed to be fog, but it looks like water to me. I think it's supposed to be an island, so it should be water. But yeah, I'm going to write that bug when I find another one. But see, that guy literally was going to throw a projectile at me. Like, instantly. But I don't know what this does. It might have to do with... Because the developer has said they're gonna do more levels. So that might be the level end. Kind of like how old games would have a switch. Games are like that are kind of like... I remember Wolfenstein and Quake did that. Not Quake, Wolfenstein and Doom did that. I guess maybe that switch is a level end thing? I'm not too sure. It doesn't do anything, I don't think, as of now. I don't know, maybe if I read the literature the developer gave me. Like, there are a few things I would have mentioned if the developer didn't already mention them. The developer has talked about they are gonna sort out the settings, because the settings don't work. Like, if you were to go in the menu and do settings, it wouldn't work. And actually, if you press settings, it would actually make it so you can only move... You have to move the... you press S, because it gets stuck if you press settings. And if you try and press W, it doesn't go back to continue. So... But the developers already said they're gonna do settings, so... That is technically not... They already know about it, basically, so... But going back to spells and stuff, developer... I do like the way the spells work in the game, because the only spells we've got right now is this healing one, and we've also got the fireball one. Developers give me a big list of all the spells I'm going to add, and it sounds pretty cool. Because I remember reading the list, and some of them were like telekinesis and stuff like that, which sounds really cool. And yeah, I do like the spells in the game. I like the use of the mana, like crystal stuff. And that's really good because you don't want the ability for players to simply, you know, spam spells without any form of ammunition for them, because that would be very overpowered. You wouldn't want to be able to infinitely heal, so that's obviously a good design for the game. Okay, we're in a dungeon now, and this is... In the dungeon there are physics with boxes, which is really cool, because the way this works is if there is like... There's these like staircases that if you go down them, you go into a shop, and they can be underneath boxes. And boxes also have coins and stuff in them as well. And there's also even puzzles with them, as I'll show you guys, regarding buttons and stuff. And you can see the enemies here are different colours, which really does remind me of Binding of Isaac because of the different champion enemies. Ooh. And I like these stationary traps that shoot at you. Like, I like the different kinds of things I'm, you know, up against, not just enemies, but also traps. Like, I always like a game that gives me different things to worry about rather than melee and enemies that just shoot at you. Ooh. The developer has already mentioned they're going to add more enemies, and they are all even more diverse. Well, they're a lot more diverse than the enemies we have now, which are just melee and ranged. Like, the developers talked about enemies that... one of them acts like a weeping angel, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the developer's basically gonna make all these enemies do different things, which is really cool. But yeah, my main gripe with the enemies is the fact these projectile guys just throw projectiles so quickly. Now we're going to also talk about another bug. Is, you can see this puzzle is pretty good. Like, I do that, door opens. But the problem is in that sound of the door opening, I can keep pressing it over and over again and it sounds like a door opening, although the door has already opened. And it seems it's a puzzle where the door stays open regardless of the buttons being pressed. I don't know if it's intentional, it seems intentional, but it shouldn't be making that noise every single time, you know, when it's already open. So let's So we found 2 bugs already. Let's actually go out the game again and report them. So let's... Here we go. So, let's add a new bug. So, player or water at the map edge is a higher sprite layer than the player. So the player and their sword goes underneath it. So that's obviously a trivial bug, and I'd say that's a very low priority. Compared to the spawning on water. Okay, let's create that. And I might actually increase this bug's to a minor bug, because I don't know if... Go back. I don't know if you can spawn in a cross area, or leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. I say leave it. Yeah, leave it as it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You just need to go back. Here we go. Project. There we go. And another bug. I'm gonna add is the doors or gates, the gates in the dungeon puzzle, or it's related to the buttons. Yeah, the buttons in the dungeon puzzle will make the gate opening sound even when the gate is already open, or if both pressed. So that would be a trivial bug again. Low priority. So yeah, let's create that. Yeah, we've got 3 bugs already here. Okay, let's get back to the game. Alright, let's carry on in the dungeon. And also in the dungeon, we actually have to get a map compared to the overworld, which I do think makes it more challenging, considering the fact it means in the dungeon we don't know the actual map of it all, compared to the overworld. Well, that's a boss room right there. Just need to find a staircase, if there's any of them. Oh, it died. And I like how you respawn as well. But I do think maybe the game should make it so if I die, a little bit of my money's taken off me. Do you know, kind of as a... Ooh, I can see that. There we go. Kind of as a, you know, punishment. Because I feel like if I die with no repercussions in the game, then, you know, it makes it very easy. I can just respawn in. This is the shop. And there's another bug relating to the shop. So let's actually press the menu button and see the shop menu actually is visible when we're in the inventory, which is very bad. And it's a trivial bug again. And I'd say this would be a medium priority because it is very ugly looking. It isn't as what's the word? Well, it is more. What's the word? More visible compared to going to the edge of the map and seeing if the sprites are layered properly. Like that, you will see that in a shop at some point if you actually put the menu up. So I think that's a greater priority than the other bugs. Except for maybe the water one, with the spawning water. But still, here's another problem I'd say, is what is the point of an item spawning from a box if it's going to spawn on top of here? You know what I mean? Like, I'd probably report that as well, also as like a bug or a problem, because there's not really no point in that happening. Like, you know what I mean? It shouldn't spawn an item on top of a staircase. But yeah, I'm gonna fight the boss in a minute or so. Ooh. But yeah, this game gives me really good vibes through the dungeon crawling and stuff. Because I used to play, as I said, Binding of Isaac a lot, and that being similar to Zelda, I am really enjoying this. I do think it's a good game. I'm really glad the developer is already thinking about adding new stuff already, and they're actually saying they're going to add a new version soon anyway, so I might do another video on that. Here's the map. I have a question whether the game resets progress when you launch or restart the computer, because I remember playing it and saving my progress. I had a few levels I wanted to show you guys that playthroughs I've already done, because they had some problems I wanted to discuss, but my playthroughs don't exist there anymore. But one of the issues in the dungeon was that the map needs an indicator which is the entrance room, because the boss room or something close to the boss room was below. It was below the starting room, so you would actually exit the dungeon and get sent back to the spawn point for some reason. Why the spawn point? Why not the dungeon room? That's weird. Why do you get sent back to the spawn point? I just destroyed the boxes, I'm an idiot. But I do like how they can destroy boxes like that, that's really cool. I do like that. Oh, he just did it for me, nice, thank you very much. Is that button having problems? It's like making the sound over and over again. Yeah, it is. It is making the sound a lot. Will that be a bug? At the very edge of the button, it would just like, because it's slightly pushed onto it, it would make the noise a lot. might mention it, I don't know. Probably a good idea too. Oh, here's the boss battle. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like... Oh yeah, I didn't mention about what I was saying about Greek mythology. You know how you guys... I gave a proper good, like... You know, talking about Greek mythology. Just because I was talking about it doesn't mean Greek mythology really is something I am very keen of in video games. Like, there's a lot of games that have Greek mythology in them. Like, Phoenix... Rising? I think that's the newest game that did it. God of War does Greek mythology as well. But I think a lot of games use mythologies, like very common ones, for creature designs and stuff, but in my personal opinion, I'd rather more developers make their own mythologies or use lesser known mythologies. But overall, the story and stuff is okay. But now we've actually completed the dungeon and there isn't anything else here to do. Because if you go back in the dungeon and go to the boss room, it will make the boss music, play even when you leave the dungeon, which would be a bug. But I'm sure the developer is already working on that because they're adding a new level, and obviously that it would not send you back to the overworld, it will send you to the next level. So I don't think I'll put that down as a bug because that's basically already on the, you know, their list of things to do. I don't want to be too obvious. I don't want to do something that's incredibly obvious. Write down something that's really obvious. I'll just demonstrate it just in case. We will play another round of this just so I can see if there's any other problems I haven't seen yet. We'll play through, not round, it's not a multiplayer game. I also like how it's got some rooms where I can't just run out of them without fighting anything. Oh, this is because it's the puzzle room. I'm an idiot again. I keep forgetting about that. But there are some rooms where you have to fight all the enemies in them. Well, I have barely any mana. Oh god, I need mana. Here we go, mana. So you have to fight these guys. There we go. I think the sprite work in the dungeon definitely looks a lot better than the overworld, I'd say. But let me show you what happens if you're in a dungeon again. If you go in a dungeon again, plays the music despite literally beating the boss, but if I were to go in the overworld, I would basically, the music will carry on playing even when I leave the dungeon. But that obviously will be fixed when the developer adds a new level, because I think all's happening is it just being sent back to the first level. And the developer said they're going to be working on this in the next few days, so if this was, you know, relatively, if this game was, if they release this version of the game, wait, what? Is it meant to look like that? Okay, Wait, is it meant to do that? Okay, that messes the actual thing up as well. That's interesting. Okay, that's really interesting. I might just talk to the developer about that, because I don't know how the game's supposed to go after beating the boss, but I'm sure once you beat the boss you go to the next... What? Okay. Well, am I being blocked by them? What? Okay, that's bad, that's bad, that is bad, that is bad, that is bad. Alright, this is a soft lock right here. This is a soft lock. No, it isn't. I can get damaged by him. It's in the same realm of a soft lock in the sense I can't get out of this spot until I die. Oh my god, man. This is very similar to a soft lock, though. In other words, a soft lock... Oh, there we go. I died. In a soft lock, I would have to actually quit this game and go back in it, but there definitely is a problem with the way the spawning of the enemies works. Is that they can literally spawn next to you and push you back into the shop, and you have to die to... That is kind of stupid. I do think that should be written down. Ooh. I need to equip my spell. I need to equip the spell. Okay, let's here we go. Equip spell. But you can see you can actually buy them shop things. I want to actually get the money to buy something from the shop. But stuff like, if I were to add power to my sword, it would be able to, like, if it would kill enemies in 3 hits, it would be able to kill them in 2. I think, if I got the power. Item. God. Oh yeah, there was one time when I spawned in and the enemy would literally instantly throw a sword or spear at me. Well, a projectile at me. Just kind of stupid. There definitely needs to be a cooldown when you initially spawn in so that enemies don't just instantly throw a projectile at you. You can also hit them diagonally, I think, a little bit. If you are close enough to them. It's a Q key, there we go. I think the developer is going to add controls, probably in the settings, so I was going to mention that before the developer gave me that massive list of stuff. Ow. Alright, what's in this one? Ooh, or I just buy a life just to show you guys how the shop works. There we go. I bought a life. Okay, let's just go back to the dungeon and fight the boss again. And then once I've played the game twice, then I'll tell you guys what I think of it in the summary. Oh wait! The golden... Okay, the switch opens a dungeon, okay. Alright, okay, I get it. It does do something. Yeah, if beating the boss sends you to the next level, obviously the golden switch is related to the dungeon. But that's the thing. Like, it's supposed to be Greek mythology, but why a lot of these enemies, like, fat slimes and stuff? Like, I know I said I think Greek mythology is overused in a lot of games, but... Oh god. That's the noise that happens if you don't have enough magic. Wait, how am I supposed to get to the... I have to go all the way around. It would be nice if the map actually told you, like, where the tree lines were. It would be nice if there were more improvements to the map, which is definitely something I think the game should definitely do. Wait, what? Oh, here we go. Does that go... Okay, that does work, alright. So a lot of the terrain actually is working okay then. Ow. Ah. I was wondering if there would ever be a break in the actual random generation. Here we go. I have to go around? Okay. Wait, what? Do I have to be on the same side the actual dungeon is? Wait, is the blue part areas I can spawn in? Yeah, I think it might be classified as a bug that the enemies... Well, it's a graphical thing, that the enemies are able to... Their sprite can go past the actual border of the level. Maybe that should be sorted out, because I wouldn't... Like, my head is, like, literally above the border. It'd be good if it was more contained within it. Just want to make sure that I can actually get to that golden thing. Oh, not this again. It's happening again. Spawn... Wow. This is a major issue with the game. I won't call this trivial, I'll call this minor, because this is literally stopping me from actually playing. Oh my god. Quit and just reload it. Okay, that's better. Oh, it actually saves where you were, that's pretty good. That's what I mean. I literally just spawned in and I just instantly just got shot. Wait, what? Wait, excuse me, what? Does it random... What? Okay, let me see this. Okay, the boss... Oh, I got pins and needles. I'm confused. Does it random generate every time? Wait, what? Is that the same as it was last time? I'm confused because I got pins and needles. Ugh. Okay, it is normal. Oh, my leg. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Why does this happen when I'm trying to record a video? There we go, it's fixed. Solved. Maybe the boss is supposed to move about? Oh no, 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 no. I just want to see if I can actually get to the actual room. Well, I mean the area where the actual golden switch is. Because if I can't get there, then that is an issue. What? I can't get there? I can't get that way either. What? I can't get there. I need health. Please drop health. Ow! I'm curious whether I have to be the boss to get that. Oh wait, is this... Oh, okay. Sorry guys, I've gone a bit quiet, but I'm just really confused. I don't know if I even can get to that area. But yeah, after we play, or after we figure out we can't even do the actual thing. Ow! Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't even get there, actually. No. Ow! Oh my god. As soon as I spawn in. It's annoying. Not spawn in, but get to the other area. Let's see if I beat the boss battle. Oh no, don't you dare. Okay, I beat a boss. Let's see if that makes the dungeon open up. Wow, just instantly turns and shoots me. Alright. So, I think this is a bug in the game where you can't actually get to that golden switch at all. I'm sure I've been around and I've noticed every single way you can try and do it, it doesn't work. See, there's obviously problems with random generation then. Yep, it's still locked. Okay, let's go this way again just to make sure, just to double check. I don't want to be like, this is a bug. That is... Okay, yeah, I can't go that way. I've already checked other both ways, I can't get them ways. I can't get this way either. Okay, this is a bug. This is a really bad one. Really bad. This is a soft lock. I'd say this is actually quite a major bug. It means we actually can't play the game at all. We can't get to the dungeon. Boys, we can't get to the dungeon. Let's quit that. Okay. Alright, let's just get to my Jira thing. And we'll talk about different bugs and overall summary of the game. So, let's write down some bugs that I can remember. So, enemies and player are rendered above the screen, the actual screen, you know, above the level screen. Yeah. So they'd be at the edges of the level. Yeah, so they're sprites visible at the edges of level instead. But you get what I mean, instead of being contained by it. I need to set as a trivial. Still low priority though. Edit. Label. Trivial. Refresh that. Set that to... But, oh, okay, alright. So, summary on the game is I do like it. It has decent story from the developer has told me about, but hopefully the developer does put that as an actual thing in the game, so you know the story in the actual game, which the developer probably is already doing. Probably already mentioned that with that large amount of all the messages they sent me, basically. Things to... Well, I like the enemies. Besides them not really being Greek, much more like just fancy enemies. And I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more different types of them in the future. And also, I like the different spells the game has. I like the idea you get a shop. I like the random generation of the game. I like the look of the game. I like it's a dungeon crawler. I like dungeon crawlers. I like the boss battles in the game. Boss battles are pretty good as well. I like you get rewarded for doing said boss battles. However, there are problems with the game. I'm just going to write down here. So let's just write down the other bugs. Add field. Which one was it again? Medium. Medium. Okay, what? Is it like an edit? Or you just I think you just click on it. Here we go. Here we go. Set that to low. And let's add some more bugs. So, another bug that we saw was that, well, I won't say it's a bug, it's really meant to happen that way with the boxes. But boxes above staircases make or they will drop coins and items despite no reason to. Obviously that's a very minor, that's the lowest priority. That's not really much. It's more like a simply just a kind of a nitpick, I'd say. It's a very minor thing, like boxes are designed to spawn things, but the fact is they spawn on top of staircases is kind of stupid if they spawn items on top of them. That's lowest priority. I just put that as trivial. It's not really big of an issue. And let's add the if the lever can be locked in due to walls of trees caused by the random, or just caused due to terrain stopping the player from... Well, game can be soft locked. There we go. Game can be soft locked by random generation as the lever can be blocked in by terrain like trees and rivers. So you can't get to the dungeon. That would be high priority, very high priority to fix that. Labels, I put that as a major bug. That is a soft lock. That is bad. Create. There we go. And let's add another bug, which was the menu, which was the item or the shop menu. It wasn't really a menu though, it was more like on the actual floor, but let's just say shop menu was visible in the inventory menu. When, well, just that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Priority, I'd say that is a high priority because that is very ugly graphical bug that needs sorting out soon. But at the end of the day, it's just a trivial bug, but it's really ugly. I'd definitely get that fixed soon. I like this software, it's really nice, really good for bug testing. Actually, no. Bad, bad, bad. Set that as low. Because there's obviously worse bugs than that. Yeah, I set that as low. There we go. Okay, what was the other bug? Player... Enemy... Well, the enemies... Enemies that have spawned can push player into shop and make it so they are stuck. There we go. So that would be a high, definitely high priority. Labels. Major, minor. It has the potential to become a major bug. You can quit the game, but that's the point. You have to literally quit the game. I'd say that definitely would be a major bug. That definitely ruins the game if you get... Yeah, I'd say it's a major bug. Definitely ruins the game if you can't get out of that situation. Because the fact of the matter is, if I have to restart the entire game simply because an enemy made me stuck in the shop, then I'd say that is a major bug. So yeah, those are some of the bugs I've found. And obviously, what type of bug they can be changed. Like, I'm just basing it on what I think. But I definitely think it's really bad if the enemies are literally pushing me straight and I have to quit the game to actually make that stop. Or quit the actual run. But overall, I do enjoy the game, but these are all these bugs that need sorting out. And yeah, I have enjoyed it. It is a fun game. I have played it quite a few times. But was that also another problem? How I think, well, yeah. I also noticed that all the saves that I had disappeared. But I don't know what caused that. I can't remember what caused that. I need to try it again. That bug needs more trial. I'll try it again, but these are the current bugs I've already seen in the game. So, are these all good enough? Yeah, I'll send this to the developer and hopefully they'll sort them out. But yeah, this has been Goony124 playtesting Legend of Kronos. Thank you for watching.